Hello colleagues, my name is Vyacheslav Starshynov. I am a solutions expert at Kaspersky Lab, and in this video I will show you some new features of the Kaspersky Secure Mail Gateway solution, or KSMG for short, that has appeared in the new version 3.0. I will start by demonstrating the advanced scan of encrypted attachments feature. This feature enhances protection against phishing and social engineering that uses encryption where the encrypted documents are disguised as something important. It protects against excessive trust in such emails and the resulting human errors, as well as against attackers bypassing different security measures. In other words, this function closes a dangerous blind spot that cybercriminals actively exploit. For the demonstration, I will use a simple text file containing an ECAR string. Let's create an encrypted archive and place this file inside. Let's verify that the archive file has been created and requires a password to unpack. Now let's enable encrypted attachment scanning in KSMG. To do this, we will go to the General Settings section and, in the section responsible for antivirus settings, enable Advanced Attachment Scanning. It's important to note here that for the scan, the attachment will have to be unpacked, which in turn requires a password. KSMG analyzes the email body and looks for the password there. If there is no password in the email will be processed according to the rules for handling such emails. Let's go to the backup storage settings section and make sure that if a message is delivered from storage, it will be processed according to the rules and not sent as is. Now let's enable password prompting for rescanning. With this option, the administrator gets the ability to manually enter the password for the encrypted object so that KSMG can scan the attachment for threats. Next, we will allow users to deliver messages from their personal backup storage, enable rescanning before sending, and, as in the case of the administrator, enable password prompting during the scan, so the user has the opportunity to provide KSMG with the password to scan archives for threats. Now let's go to the Mail Processing Rules section and create a text warning template. This template will be added to the email body if it contains an encrypted attachment, inviting the user to go to the backup storage to review deleted messages. If necessary, the user will be able to enter the password and deliver the message after performing a rescan. In the mail processing rule, we will enable adding the template when an encrypted attachment is detected. For sending emails, we'll use the SwiftMail utility, which I pre-configured to send messages to the test user Alice. We'll attach the previously created encrypted archive with the ECAR file and make sure that there is a password hint in the email body. Let's send the message. Note that the label "Cured" has been added to the email subject. When we open the attached archive, we will see that the ECAR file has been removed, which means KSMG unpacked the archive and scanned its contents for threats. Going to the Events and Logs section and selecting the recent threat detection event, we can see the scan results. In this case, the antivirus component marked this message as disinfected. From here you can also go to the backup storage and view related messages. Let's return to the email sending utility, remove the password hint from the email body, and send the message again. Now we see that the template we previously created in the KSMG settings has been added to the email body. The attachment, however, was removed according to the mail processing rules, which in turn means that KSMG could not unpack and scan the archive because it did not have the password. In the registered event, in the antivirus component scan results, we see the status, encrypted, which confirms the above. Let's go to the backup storage and deliver this message after a rescan. After selecting the recipient from the list, the Send button will become available. If we click it, KSMG will prompt us to specify passwords for the attachments. Of course, we agree and add the archive password to the list. So, the message has been delivered and we see the same result as in the case where the password was in the mail body. Let's open the attachment and make sure the test malicious object has been removed. Just like an administrator, a user can independently deliver an email from their personal backup storage. We allowed this possibility earlier in the KSMG settings. And just as in the administrator's case, the user must provide the password for the archive to the corresponding list. As a result, we also get cured email where the archive's content was scanned for threats. So this is the way the new feature works. It provides a flexible and reliable mechanism for scanning encrypted content. Whether the password is in the email from the start or not, KSMG ensures safe delivery. It either automatically neutralizes the threat or gives both the user and the administrator control, allowing them to safely provide the password for the scan. Let's move on to Content Disarm feature. Its goal is to eliminate the very possibility of threats in an incoming file by stripping out malicious macros, scripts, exploits, hidden links, and other active components. This approach significantly reduces the attack surface and deprives attackers of opportunities to exploit file vulnerabilities. For this demonstration, we will use a Word document that has an active content. In this case, a date field and a link to a web resource. Let's go to the KSMG general settings and make sure that Content Disarm component is enabled. Next, we will edit the mail processing rule to include the component in the email scanning process. In the SwiftMail utility, let's slightly change the subject and body of the message. Attach the document with active content. And send the email. In the message received by the user, we immediately notice the label that KSMG added to the subject. The original document was replaced with a PDF file where the date is now static and the link to the web resource has been removed. As you can see, the content disarm function works by stripping out active elements, leaving behind only safe, static content to prevent any potential attack. Alright, that wraps up our look at the two key features in KSMG 3.0 designed to shut down major email attack vectors. That's everything from me today. I hope you found this helpful. Thanks for watching.